You know, when people come to Switchpoint, we've found that more often than not, they've lost that sense of connection. They've lost belonging. They've lost community. We are certainly experiencing a housing crisis in our area and really throughout the state. So that is something that Switchpoint realized we've got to do something about it. We've got to take this on.
Driving to work one day and I see a disheveled, obviously homeless man on the sidewalk. And I just felt like I need to turn around and go talk to him. And that was the beginning, because I loaded Ray into my car and started to hear his story. So I went back to my team and said, I got Ray in the car and we're gonna spend the next 7.5 hours fixing Ray's problem. We can do this. And Ray was housed permanently for the first time in 5 years. So I went to the city of St. George and I said, I think we've got an idea and we want to take homelessness and their issues up another level. And let's really focus on meeting the clients where they're at and then seeing if we can overcome some of these barriers that have kept them in homelessness. And the city agreed. So Switchpoint was born in 2014.
The thing that's unique about Switchpoint, the resource center and the shelter in particular, is that they don't warehouse people. They come in, they're interviewed, they find out why they're where they're at, and they're assigned a counselor. It's not just providing shelter for them, it's moving them into society and off the streets.
If you just start asking people why is it that you are homeless, then the solution to helping them get out of that situation becomes much easier. And case management really is what makes all the difference.
So when the client comes in, they meet with me and we make goals, and with those goals we make a plan to progress and move forward.
You know, Switchpoint, the name itself, was all about changing the trajectory of someone's path. And on the train track, when you look at what that little mechanism does, it can just with a little turn change the train from Colorado to California. And if we can do that every time we are working alongside or helping a client and just give them a little nudge, we don't do the work for them. We're just showing them the way, and then they can take off. And that's the switch point that we want to be in someone's life.
We're trying to empower people to get beyond the survival level, to get up into the levels where they can really take hold of their lives and make them what they want. Not what they have to be, but what they can dream them to be.
So my experience with Switchpoint has been like beyond expectation. It's been something so awesome that I've seen personally and for other people that have been through here really improve their quality of life, get back on their feet, reach the goals that they set for themselves.
They teach you everything from setting your goals, budgeting, where to find housing.
The good thing about Switchpoint is that it's a hand up, it's not a handout.
When we really look at what good does a community resource center do, for our cities and our counties, it's because we can take people who have some skill sets, but they just haven't been polished. And so we're increasing our workforce, which everybody needs good employees. We're increasing the cleanliness of our cities and just the viability of our parks. And so we are a good partner for the cities that we come into, because we're taking that vulnerable population that is missing the advocacy, but also then the resources to help get them to a self-reliant position.
Well, many people have the misconception that Switchpoint is fully funded by state and federal dollars, and that it truly is not the case. We get about 25% of our funds from that. About 35% comes from micro enterprises, our doggy daycare, our thrift stores. We're always looking for ways to create income for the shelter, as well as create jobs, and get our people to work. And our newest venture is our Rise Garden, our aeroponic tower garden.
There's a lot of volunteers here, very few paid people. More volunteers is good.
It does take a village. It's all about community. So when I see everything that has been accomplished for our community and beyond, now up in Salt Lake City, it's pretty mind-blowing what has been accomplished.
The volunteer aspect to Switchpoint's incredibly important. There's just hundreds and hundreds of man hours that are donated to Switchpoint.
For all of us that help cook, it's a little bit of give back. We've been very fortunate, in our lives, and some people are going through a hard time. And to be able to make that hard time a little better, that's where we do it. Just a small part of what goes on here at Switchpoint, obviously.
I like the fact that they're helping people not just get by, but get back on their feet.
We really are focused on, if we can get you in and out of shelter, what's next? And that's really what sets us apart, is not focusing on the temporary, the Band-Aid, which is the shelter, but more of, let's move you through shelter life quickly and get you into permanent housing.
Next to home. It is my favorite place to be. And the people here, my coworkers, I feel like we're a nice cohesive team and can work together, and it's fulfilling to help people on top of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can make your selections quickly and efficiently, please. There are others that are waiting. You are shopping for the week ahead. Please take all that you can use in any 1 week period of time. Namaste. Thank you for being.
I would recommend, this place has been fabulous. I don't know what I would do without these guys.
It is an absolute honor to get to witness the people's strength and courage and progression and transformation.
Thank you so much for all the help that you've given me, and not just given me, but given me the opportunity to help myself. Help me to reach the goals that I've set for myself as far as being independent and getting back on my feet, overcoming substance abuse, and getting back to the workforce and maintaining a much higher quality of life.
When people really look at homelessness and look at what Switchpoint's doing, not only for their clients, but trying to involve the community when they're trying to connect people the way that they are, I think that when we finally do get there, it's gonna change the world. I think it's gonna change everything. And I love Switchpoint, and I'm so grateful for everything that they do and have done.